Alright guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are going to be building my 3 million coin squad builder team, which is what I'm using currently in Division 4 and FUT Champs playoffs. This team is very expensive, of course, but I'm hoping you guys can get some inspiration for your teams out of this one as well. For cheap FIFA 23 coins, make sure to check out MMOEXP.com to get fast and reliable coins. And make sure you use code VIPER at checkout, get yourself a 5% discount. I'm going to go over every position and why I have these players in this position and why I think they're the best currently on the game. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the team. So first of all, in net, now I want to talk about this guy straight away quite quickly and talk about Ederson. So with Ederson, you know, he's a good card anyway. He's quite good in game. He makes a lot of saves that I wouldn't expect him to make because he's only 6'2". But he's got the 87 dive and the 88 reflexes, the 82 handling, 64 speed, which is quite good, 88 positioning, but most importantly, he's got the 93 kicking. Now, guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you don't have good kicking on your goalkeepers this year, they end up playing it to like your centre mids and your CDMs quite often. Is what I found anyway when I've had other goalkeepers in that. I want my goalkeeper to be able to knock it up to our strikers who are good in the air. So having Ederson in net is really valuable for that. And you know that you're going to get the right power on the kicks, where I'm not too confident with other goalkeepers. So that is why Ederson is in there. Obviously, he's good for chemistry in this team as well. And yeah, from my experience, I'd probably say Ederson is the best goalkeeper on the game. He's going to cost around 40,000 coins, so he's not cheap. But he is really, really good, and he's worth them coins 100%. Moving on to our right back, I've got to talk about our right back for a fair amount of time as well. Now, I want you guys to actually stay in this video so I can explain why I've got the certain players that I do have in the team. So Kyle Walker is the right back, and of course Kyle Walker is 91 pace, 78 dribbling, 63 shooting, 80 defending, 77 passing, and 82 physical. And I've also got the architect on Kyle Walker, and the reason for that is not because I want the lengthy accelerate, because he's already got that, but I want the boost to the physical. I want to boost it up as much as I can, and I want the big passing boost on Kyle Walker, because passing is really important on this game, and to have good passers all over your team is really, really valuable and really important, guys. And that is why I look at the architect, even after the accelerate kind of meta that we have right now, as a really good chem style, because you know, dribbling doesn't matter on this game. There's no point boosting dribbling on any of your players, basically, is what I found is now the meta. There is literally no point boosting dribbling unless you're looking for a little bit of agility and balance. But obviously on Kyle Walker, his agility and balance is really poor anyway, and he needs the passing boost. And with Kyle Walker also, I've used some of the best right backs in the game. I've used Hakimi for an extended period of time. Kyle Walker is so much better than Hakimi. I can't stress it to you. So much better. Hakimi would always get destroyed down that side because a lot of the play right now is going through the wings. So you need somebody that's able to run really fast with a lengthy accelerate style in your fullback areas, but you also need somebody who's really strong and able to get back into position really quickly and is good defensively. Kyle Walker is all of them in abundance. He's really, really good. Our left back is also going to be probably the best left back I've used on the game. I do really like Theo Hernandez as well, but I think Mendy is just a little bit better. Once again, the architect on Mendy here. Obviously, the 5-star weak foot and the 4-star skills are really nice. And 92 pace, 78 dribbling, 77 passing, 78 defending, and 84 physical. The reason for the architect here, once again, is exactly the same as Kyle Walker. We want to boost up the strength as much as we can. And we want to get that big boost to the vision and the short pass. And that is what we get with Mendy. He's really, really strong. And also with the architect applied in this team, he turns from controlled to lengthy, which is once again really, really important for your teams and the way to build your teams right now. And with that in mind, I've kind of built this team with lengthy in mind. Okay, so that is why Mendy and Walker are my two choices. You can get Theo Hernandez to lengthy as well with an architect on 3 chemistry points, but for me that just didn't work in this team with how expensive it is and the players that I wanted in the team. Our left centre back is going to be none other than Virgil Van Dijk. Now, of course, every single year Virgil's been in this game, he's been really, really not very good because of his pace split, but he is literally the fastest centre-back on the game now, guys. 6'4", with the shadow chem style applied, goes up really high on the pace. He gets 3 chem points when everything's said and done here, so he's getting an 8+ pace, taking him up to 89 pace. And then he's also lengthy with the shadow applied. So I can only say what I know, guys, and lengthy on your centre-backs is so important. Virgil is quicker than Mendy. Virgil is quicker than Walker. And it's because he's so tall, he's got the shadow applied, and he's lengthy. He is just bonkers good on this game. Definitely the best centre-back on FIFA 23 right now. 100%. And then next door to him, you've got a bit of an interesting choice, and that's going to be David Alabar. I could have gone for Militao here. I did have Rudiger for a while, but the thing with David Alabar is he is so good as a ball-playing centre-back. And I think it's really important that both of your players in the centre-back role are able to play out from the back. You know, Virgil's got decent dribbling and decent passing. David Alabar has got a 4-star weak foot. He's got good agility and balance. He's got really good dribbling outside of that. Insanely good passing with 78 vision and 89 short pass and 80 long pass. Yes, he does take a bit of a hit with the physicals, but we do once again have an architect on David Alabar, which is making him lengthy as well. So that is the reason we've got Alabar in the team, and Alabar's really good. You can trust him to bring the ball out confidently, and he's really good at that. He should also have an alternate position as left back, but I know he hasn't played there in a long time now. But David Alabar and Virgil Van Dijk is one of the best partnerships I think you can come up with on this game, maybe other than icons, okay? Virgil I would still have alongside an icon, but I would say Alabar could maybe get beaten out for an icon. But you need to have ball-playing centre-backs on this FIFA 100%. So that is why we've gone for this back line. Really strong, and they are all lengthy accelerate style, which is good to see. Moving into our midfield now. And we have, first of all, we have informed Kevin De Bruyne, and he's really good for chemistry, and he is probably the best midfielder on the game because of, once again, the architect makes him lengthy, which is good to see, and his passing is absolutely absurd. And I've said this in a few videos before, guys, but having players in this game that have outstanding passing is so important to being successful when you're coming up against players that are good at the game, okay? Having the passing at this level, you know, De Bruyne's got the best passing on the game. Being able to driven pass into spaces confidently and know that De Bruyne's never going to mess them up. Playing over the tops with De Bruyne, knowing he's never going to mess them up either. And having a bit more confidence with ground through balls with De Bruyne is really valuable as well. And he is just absolutely brilliant on this game. He's not cheap, but I promise you guys, he's really good. And the architect boosts up that passing to 99 essentially everywhere, and he goes up on the strength really nicely as well. Obviously defensively he's a little bit shoddy, but the lengthy makes him really fast. I would say that if you've got the opportunity to make a player lengthy or boost their pace up with a shadow, I would make them lengthy over the shadow, because I feel like the boost you get to the running style on lengthy is better than the pace upgrade you get from a shadow on someone like De Bruyne, if that makes any sense. So that is why we like De Bruyne. Our next centre mid is going to be quite far down, and I just want to recommend another player here other than Renato Sanchez. We've got a review coming out on him in a few days' time, but there's another centre mid here, or an inform even, that I think is really good, and he might be on the bench actually. Yes, he's on the bench, and it is Fofana. This card is so good. Now I'm going to put him in the team now real quick. I don't know if he can actually play centre mid, can he? He can't, which is really disappointing, because if he could, I would play him over Renato Sanchez. Fofana's very similar to like a Kessie, but he's better going forward, okay? So if you can get him in your team over Renato Sanchez, I'd recommend it. He's also cheaper than Renato, and he's definitely better. So Renato goes in here. Obviously, high work rates, really well rounded. He is the more box-to-box option in our team, with De Bruyne being more of the go forward and create chances midfielder. But Renato kind of equalises the bad defending from De Bruyne by being just really annoying to play against, basically. So that is why he is in the team. We'll move on to our wingers next, and they are going to be Fede Valverde. Now, I know he's about to get a Player of the Month. I don't know what position they're going to put him in, but this card's brilliant. This card's really good. The 4-star weak foot on this one is really valuable. High work rate, 6 foot, right-footed, with that amazing pace at 89, 81 dribbling, 82 passing, 80 defending, and 82 physical. He is our CDM, and he's really good in that role, okay? Architect again to make him lengthy. The passing on him is brilliant as well. I was quite surprised when I bought him how good his passing was. But he's really trustworthy at bringing it out from the DM role, driving into spaces, and being able to create a few good passes from there as well. Valverde is really good for a good price, and hopefully his player of the month isn't too much, because I would drop this inform to go and get his player of the month. Our left wing now is going to be Neymar. We've got a review coming out on him, so I don't want to say too much about him. He's expensive. He's an interesting card this year. Obviously, the 5-star, really valuable. He is the only player in the team that is not bought to be lengthy, other than maybe the left striker as well. But Neymar is pretty damn decent on this game, but I don't want to say too much. So make sure you check the channel. We've got a review coming out on him very, very soon. Our left striker is going to be none other than Kylian with a million, Kylian Mbappe. And once again, review coming out on him very soon as well. Obviously, the 5-star skills on him: high-low, 6 foot, 97 pace, 92 dribbling, 89 shooting, 80 passing, 76 physical. 1.5 million for Kylian, and he is brilliant. There's no doubt about that. His stats are insane, and he is really important to this team as well. Okay, but yeah, Mbappe is there. Review coming out on him very soon as well. And then our last striker is going to be Erling Harlan. So, I done a review on Haaland, and I was happy with him, but I didn't think he was all that. Now I've had a bit more time to experience the game and understand what works and what doesn't. He is literally the best striker on the game. There's no doubt about it. He is so annoying to play against, and yes, I know we've got the architect on him. There's a reason for that, and it's to boost up that passing, because Haaland's passing is his downfall 100%. Obviously, up to 89 short pass here and 82 vision. And as I said to you earlier in this squad builder, guys, dribbling just doesn't matter. There's no point boosting his dribbling. You're going to feel no difference because of the way the game currently plays. So you might as well go into the passing, which is a lot more important than dribbling this year, or 10 times more important than dribbling, as passing on Haaland is really poor. So boosting that is paramount to enjoying Haaland, and that is why the architect's on him. But yeah, guys, that is a team. We need to boost the chemistry on a few players here. We're only getting 30 out of 33. But yeah, guys, this is how it plays in game. You know, it's a 4-1-2-2 narrow. We've got the tactics out on my channel right now. But yeah, guys, that is the team. Haaland and Mbappe up front with Neymar in behind, De Bruyne and Renato as the two box-to-boxes. Valverde in the CDM role and the defence lining up as you'd expect it to. If you do have coins to get some of these players, I'd highly recommend it. You know, it's 3 million coins. The players that I'd recommend the most out of this team would be Virgil Van Dijk as number 1. Then would be Kyle Walker as number 2. De Bruyne as number 3. And I'd probably go for Erling Harlan as number 4. Virgil van Dijk is the best centre-back I have ever seen on FIFA at this stage. Walker is genuinely the best right-back I've ever seen on FIFA at this stage. De Bruyne is probably the best box-to-box midfielder I've ever seen on FIFA at this stage. De Bruyne is a bit more of a contentious one because you've got Hullet and all of them kind of players. But in terms of gold cards, De Bruyne is absolutely brilliant. But guys, that is a team that I'm currently using in Division 4. Really enjoying it. Really found the meta now. Make sure you try and squeeze in as many lengthy players as you can. I don't know if Renato's actually getting made lengthy here with the 2 chemistry style points, but everybody else other than Mbappe, Sanchez and Neymar are intended to be on lengthy and are. So that is the team, guys. If you do want to build it or build a few of the players in it, let me know and let me know what your thoughts are on this squad. But guys, if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell so you never miss a video. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now, so take care.